Right, so hey guys, welcome back to Alpaca Animations. This is Adam. I'm redoing the video on the Imperial formula. After some feedback, I was told that the writing was a bit bundled up, a bit unneat, so I'm going to redo it all so it's a bit more easy to read. Once again, we'll go back. We need to figure out what we're trying to calculate, which in this case is once again the Imperial formula. And to do that, we're going to need two bits of information. The first bit is a mass. You will always get some form of mass. You will also need what is the element, which in this case is calcium, carbon, and oxygen. Okay, right. Once you have these, you're gonna want to fill in the table. So element here, which is in this case is Ca for calcium, C for carbon, and O for oxygen. And the mass. The mass in this case is this, and this. So it's 10 grams for calcium, 3 grams for carbon, and last but not least, 12 grams for oxygen. Now to do that, you're gonna need to actually do the Imperial formula. You're gonna need to know the RFM, which to get the RFM on a C12 carbon atom, it's this number, biggest number. Which is also the atomic mass as well. So for calcium, it's 40. For carbon, it's 12. And for oxygen, it's 16. Calcium also does have a mass of 40.1. However, for this example, I'm only using the non-decimal versions of these numbers. So we're going to need to figure out the moles. And to figure out moles, we're going to need a simple equation to figure out our moles, which, if you guys don't know, is mass over the total over the RFM. So now we know that. So to do that, we just do calcium. Yeah, it will be equal to the mass, which is 10, over the RFM, which is 40, which will give us an answer of 0.25. For the carbon, is 3 over 12, which one's giving us the 0.25. And for oxygen, we have 12 over 16, which will give us 0.75. Don't be afraid to use a calculator, and I'll tell you why at the end of the video. So calcium 0.25, carbon 0.25 again, and oxygen 0.75. Now to actually figure out the Imperial formula, we're gonna need one very specific number, and that is our smallest moles, which in this case is this and this. So going to blue. So SM, so I'm going to put as, is our smallest moles. So what we'll do is we do every single column, every single one, single column, so every single mole, so this one, and this one individually. Oh, sorry, that is terrible. I'll just fix that for you. So take the amount of moles, and you want to divide that over the SM. You don't have to do this in a different colour. I'd recommend doing it. Oh yeah, and don't be afraid to write anything out. Whilst your chemistry teacher would appreciate it, because they would certainly know what you're actually doing. So, for example, now you do the not SM, the actual ratio bit, which 0.25 is our smallest, which is our SM in this case, which is going to equal 1. Our carbon is going to be the same. Which is going to equal 1. And our oxygen is also going to be it's going to be the one out with a 3. And this is what we're going to need. So underneath it, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3. This is our Empirical formula. If you guys don't know, which I probably should have told you at the start of the video, Empirical formula is the simple whole number ratio. The ratio. Okay, right, I did it wrong. Whole number ratio. Show our compound. So, for one example, if we take glucose, which is C6H12 and O6, yeah, it'll be a 6 to 12 to 6. However, because we could simplify this down to 1 to 2 to 1, this is its imperial formula. I spelled formula wrong, right? So we can't get any more simple than this, because if we go any more simple, it'll go into the decimals. So a quick overview. So number 1, first step is you want to look through. You want to try and find this, this, and this. I'll use a cursor for you guys actually, so you can see. So you want to find this. You want to find the mass, which in this case is 10, 3, and 12. The compound, which is calcium, carbon, and oxygen. What you're trying to actually calculate, which is an imperial formula. Sorry. Let me just move that back. Yeah, once you find that out, what you then want to do is draw a table. In this case, it was a 4x4. You'll always have 4 columns. I recommend drawing with the mass on top of the RFM, because then you'll be reminded of this, the mole ratio, the mole equation. You want to remember that for your exam. It is a simple equation, but yeah, a very effective one to remember. Then once you do that, you want to calculate it using mass of RFM to get these moles. Once you have your moles, you want to find the smallest one, which in this case is 0.25, and divide that by each of them. So 0.25 divide 0.25, 0.25 divide by 0.25, 0.75 divide by 0.25 to get you the answer. In this case, we now actually figure out. Oh, I'm moving everything again. We figured out that the actual imperial formula is a 1 to 1 to 3. Right. So that's how you do a very basic imperial formula calculation. I just want to thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe out there in this current situation.